How's it going, my peeps? This is Aries versus Samoa Joe, a match you're going to see this Sunday at TNA Slammiversary. And I'm going to go into more detail in this video on why I think Aries is going to win this match and talk about the feud in general. Now, if you guys enjoy this video and, all my other videos, you can click that like button. That really helps me out, and it shows me that you guys enjoy these videos. Anyways, this match, I wouldn't even call it a feud. It seems silly to me to call it a feud just because, this whole thing started over some water. Well, let me explain. 2 weeks back, well, a week back actually, on Impact, the first live Impact, you had Aries come out, I think, for a match. And before he came out for the match, you know how sometimes they have the camera guy show the superstars or the wrestlers backstage before they make their entrances? They showed Aries backstage. He was spraying out some water or something in his hair and his face, and by accident, well, actually, behind him, Samoa Joe just happened to be walking there, and while Aries was spraying the water, he accidentally sprayed it behind him, onto Samoa Joe's face, and then you just saw Samoa Joe, kind of pissed, and Aries just left as his music hit to, compete in this matchup. And then on Impact this week, you had Aries coming out for another match, and yet again backstage, you had Samoa Joe confront Aries for whatever, for that thing last week where he accidentally sprayed some water on Joe's face or whatever. And then he came out for his match against Crimson. He was, I don't remember if, he was gonna win the match. I think so. I think he was about to win the match, and then Samoa Joe comes out, and Aries was on the apron, and Joe just, freaking hit a chop block, I guess, just, tripped Aries, so he fell on the apron, and it cost him the match. So the whole story or whatever behind this match is just so stupid. I mean, what the hell? They just, Kid Cash versus Hernandez, that is a random matchup. That has absolutely no story to it. This match has just a stupid storyline or whatever to it, a reason behind it. The reason behind this match is just so dumb. Or, it's just because Aries accidentally sprayed some water on Samoa Joe. They actually, I think, posted up, to give them credit, I guess, they posted up a video on their YouTube channel where Samoa Joe was kind of pissed that Aries referred to himself as the greatest man that ever lived, or the greatest X Division champion, or something like that, something of the sort, or the greatest X Division star. And Joe said he was the greatest X Division star in the world, and he was going to show him that, I guess, at Slammiversary. So, at least they're trying to, add reasoning to, to this matchup, because as it stands now, just from watching, not ignoring TNA's YouTube channel, just watching, freaking the show, it's like, the only reason for this matchup is Aries spraying some water on Samoa Joe's face by accident, and then Joe getting so pissed at that he cost him a match. I mean, come on. I mean, when you think about this, it's just so dumb. Think about this. Let's say you're hanging out with your friend, and you accidentally spill some water on your friend, and then your friend starts beating the shit out of you because of that, or vice versa. It just, it's a dumb reason. But anyways, man, we've got this match. But hey, the storyline wise, I mean, the reasoning behind this, like I said, I don't like it. But the match itself, I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this match, actually. Aries versus Samoa Joe should be a great match. And, Joe, Joe's been a tag team champion lately, but apart from that, he just has been so unsuccessful lately. I mean, they've had him lose so many matches. When Joe's in a one-on-one match, automatically I pick the other guy. My money's on his opponent. when he's in a tag team match, when he was a tag team champion, okay, you know, there was a chance there that Samoa Joe and Magnus were going to retain because it's not Samoa Joe on his own, it's Samoa Joe and Magnus, and they were the tag team champions. But, you know, they lost those titles. Now that he lost the title again, you know, it seems like he's a heel now. Or maybe he's a face. I don't know. I remember a long while back, like 2 years back, it was so confusing in TNA. If you miss a week or something, or if you miss some amount of time, even if you don't miss some amount of time watching the program, sometimes you just get confused, or at least I would get confused. I'm sure I'm not the only one on who's a heel, who's a face. Sometimes you would watch a guy and you were like, you know, is this guy a face or is he a heel? Is this guy a heel facing another heel, or is actually a face and I'm just not realizing it or getting it? You know, it's kind of the case here with Samoa Joe right now, where I'm kind of uncertain if he's still a face or if he's now heel, if he's just a face that gets pissed off quickly, or like I said, a heel. I don't know. I guess we'll find out at Slammiversary or after Slammiversary. You know, my pick is Austin Aries for this match, and it's like I said, it's because Samoa Joe has just been so unsuccessful lately, and Austin Aries has been the complete opposite. He's been so successful lately. So you've got this one guy who, you know, has lost so many matches now, and it's weird because Joe, when he debuted, he was undefeated for such a long time. He was, you know, top star, beating everybody until Kurt Angle came and ended his undefeated streak. Now it's like this isn't even the same guy. I mean, this guy was undefeated before, beating so many guys, winning, you know, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and now losing so many matches. I mean, it's like he's kind of like in Kane's situation in the WWE, but even worse, because Kane, he wins more matches than Samoa Joe. You know, Kane, he gets put in main events, you know, a lot of times, but most of the time it's to lose. But he does win at times, and he's recently won, you know, kind of recently, you know, a year back or two, the World Heavyweight Championship and beat Taker like 3 times. Samoa Joe, well, you know, he's been in the mid-card for a long time right now, so, yeah. And as far as Austin Aries goes, once again, it's like the complete opposite. You know, Austin Aries, his first stint in TNA wasn't very successful. You know, his first stint as Austin Aries for a short while, then Austin Starr. You know, it wasn't very successful, yet now, his second stint, you know, his second run in TNA has been very successful. Starting off with that fatal 4-way match he won against Zema Ion, Jack Evans, and somebody else, I don't remember. I think it was Anthony Evans. I don't know, I'm not too sure, but it was a fatal 4-way for a TNA contract, and he won that. Afterwards, you know, shortly after, he won the X Division Championship, and then, you know, beat practically everybody, you know, on the in the X Division, apart from Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. Since those guys were not in the X Division at that time, they were more, you know, involved in other things. AJ, the main event, while Samoa Joe was kind of lost. Well, Samoa Joe was kind of like, I don't know, facing off against guys like Matt Morgan, I think, or something like that. And then, you know, now he's the longest reigning X Division champion. Before it was Christopher Daniels. And recently, you know, he faced Bully Ray. He was in the main event of Impact Wrestling in a tag team match. So this run has been very successful. And who knows, you know, I'm thinking he's actually going to have a match against Bobby Roode for the title at some point. I'd love to see that. Maybe at Destination X we could have Austin Aries, the X Division champion, the longest reigning X Division champion, versus Bobby Roode, the longest reigning TNA World Heavyweight champion. And that'd be a cool match to see. So now it's Joe and Austin Aries. And this could be maybe an opportunity for Samoa Joe to get back on top, or become a contender for the X Division Championship once again, because this is a non-title match. So Joe could win this, and Austin Aries would still be the champion, and then they could have Samoa Joe versus Austin Aries. If this is the plan, if they want Samoa Joe to challenge Austin Aries for the championship, then Samoa Joe should win this, and then he would get a title shot, maybe at Impact. You know, Impact Wrestling, an Impact show, or, you know, a pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view maybe. But, you know, seeing as how things have been going lately for Samoa Joe, or not lately, you know, for a long time now, I'm thinking Austin Aries wins this and continues on his role. You know, he's been very successful. Like I said, he's won the past couple of pay-per-view matches he's been in, and I think it's gonna keep on going until Destination X, where he faces Bobby Roode, and then maybe he loses. But I could be wrong, and like I said, they could have Samoa Joe win this non-title match, and then he would get a title shot against Austin Aries in either a pay-per-view or, you know, TNA Impact show. So yeah, either way, you know, whoever wins, it doesn't matter. What matters is we should get a good match. You know, Samoa Joe and Austin Aries, it looks promising. I'd be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Samoa Joe wins, or, you know, Austin Aries wins. I'd be shocked if we had a bad match between these two guys. Anyways, that's about it, guys, for this video. I won't be commentating on the rest of the matchups that, you know, I haven't uploaded yet. I was going to stop the commentaries at the Kid Cash Hernandez one, but I know you guys like the commentary, you know, versions, so I decided to give you guys one more with commentary. The reason for that is it's 4 a.m., and I had a lot of issues, you know, this weekend with the internet, so that's why, you know, I was kind of late on this. So I'll make it up to you guys. I've got the roulette coming up. And if you saw my new channel background, it says the place for wrestling gameplay, not just WWE12. So it should give you a hint on what I've got planned for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. And I'm out. See you guys.